Welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Infinite Lives and Games podcast. I am your host, Victor Diaz, also known by my gamer tag as Seth Infinite. We have recently started a new season of the podcast. In this new season, I'm expanding the topics, not just in games, but like in life. So I want to put in more of the life stuff in the podcast, more topics, more characters, more people and more different conversations to have. So today I have a very special episode with a very special guest. Her name is
Yay.
Lynx Cosplays. She is here to tell us all about cosplaying. Now,
Yes. Woo.
yeah, so cosplay is definitely something that's a very unique and very special and fun place to be in. I don't know much about the cosplaying world, and I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this episode was because
Mhm.
I personally wanted to learn more and dive into this world and see what it's all about because people seem to be just having so much fun. They seem to be connecting, making big communities, and I think that's what it's all about. Gaming, cosplaying, whatever you want to do, it's all about the community.
Yes.
Yes, yes, and people you meet.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
So we're getting excited here. Lynx, thank you. As always, I'd like to thank my guest on the first
Thank
5 minutes.
you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
yeah,
having me. It's a pleasure. I think
yes,
this is like only my second like podcast by myself.
yeah.
And I'm like, oh God, what am I gonna say? What am I gonna do? But yeah,
N-
thank you for
n-
having me.
No, thank you so much. I'll probably be thanking you throughout the episode because it's a little bad habit. But I just appreciate your time, and I hope that today this conversation, encourages people to cosplay, brings people further into the
Mhm.
communities, and kind of just
Yes.
learn about cosplay and learn what it's all
Just
about. So, you
God.
ready, Lynx?
Yes, I'm
All
ready.
right, let's
I'm
go.
here. I'm ready.
So, we're just gonna do a warm introduction for you. Just tell us about yourself. Tell us
Mhm.
about what you do. What was like kind of like the first game that kind of left your mark on you? And then I guess we can start there.
I'm wearing it.
Yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you start.
Oh, well, let's see. So like I started to cosplay in 2006. So
2006.
we're going back in time. I'm 31, so I started when I was 12 years old.
Wow. Oh
And
man,
yeah. When
that.
I like think about it, I'm just like, wow, I was just a kid. I was a small child.
I mean, 12 years old, and you already
Mhm.
knew?
So how I got into it was my friend, my family friend, she started watching anime.
Yeah.
And the very first anime that she showed me was Fullmetal Alchemist.
Mm, mm.
I was obsessed. And it's not the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood because that came out like later on and that's more um to the manga, right? And then
Yeah,
this one was like early years when they started kind of doing that, but then they like branched off. But this was
gotcha.
back when I would watch anime like downloading it through BitTorrent.
Oh man. Oh man, back in the days, man. Yep, yep, yep.
We would have to wait for like people to fan of it.
Yeah, yeah. Was
Yeah.
YouTube around? Was YouTube even Crunchyroll? I don't think Crunchyroll or all the
Not
websites for it.
so Crunchyroll originally was a pirate site to
Oh,
begin with.
I did not know that.
Yes, until they started to actually work on the website and like make it an official thing.
Look at
And
that.
yeah, so
Already
like
learning.
Crunchyroll has gone a long way from where it was from
Yeah,
before. Yeah.
that is so cool. All right, so you said you
Yes.
started at 12 years old.
12 years old, it was Full Metal Alchemist, and then after that, it was Bleach. I
You
don't
hit
know
me
if you
heavy
know
hitters.
Bleach. It's one of like they consider like the big three because
Yeah.
I think it ended. recently or something. They had like a movie, or it was called
Yeah, I'm
Thousand
not too
Year
sure.
War or something like that. I am not
Yeah.
up to date whatsoever,
Me either, don't
but
worry.
I love the music. Every time when they put it on like Spotify, I start having flashbacks. I start like tearing
Oh,
up or whatever.
yeah.
I get that way when I watch like Naruto too.
Oh, for sure.
Hmm.
It hits the feelings, the
It
nostalgia.
hits you down in yeah, down in this
Yeah.
nostalgia,
Yeah.
down in the childhood healing, all that stuff.
It's like
Um,
I want to embrace my younger self. Like it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. This
mhm.
is stuff that helped you.
So
Oh.
my friend, she told me about cosplay, and I don't know how she found out, but she's a big cosplayer now. Her name is Yaya Han.
Hmm.
Back then, she was going to like local cons in New York, Maryland, whatever, stuff like that.
What,
And
12, 13 years old?
yeah, when I was 12, yeah,
Wow.
I'm really like, oh, this is kind of cool because I really like the anime. That's what started it. Oh, come
Yeah,
on. Like, I want to
yeah.
be that character. I don't even know who they are, but I relate to
Well, that was gonna be my
them.
next question was like, do you remember the moment you wanted to become a character? Like what character was that? Do you remember?
So, Hinamori Momo from Bleach.
Wow, okay.
So you know how in anime characters they all have like crazy colored hair or whatever. It's just to signify that they're the main character, right?
Right,
And I was
yeah.
like, that don't look like me. Oh, this girl, Hinamori Momo, is very small, petite. She had
Aw.
hair like me, and it was like in a bun, and I was like, that's me. But in the anime, she actually gets betrayed by one of her mentors. Not
Mm,
me at all,
mm.
but I was just like, I can try to cosplay her. Like, I think I can. And that's
Wow.
how it went. Yeah. And I actually took sewing lessons. So my family
No
friend and
way.
I at the high school, I was in middle school back then, but at the high school there, they would
Ah.
have night lessons with all like it was all like moms or maybe people my age, I don't know, not my age now. And all the moms and like the older aunties and all that stuff, they take the sewing class, and me and my friend, we were the only ones, the only youngins in the class
Wow.
taking this sewing class. Yeah, and I
That
would
is
take
so
it after
cool.
school, and our very first project was to make a pillowcase. So
Do you still have the pillowcase?
I maybe, I don't know. I'm a hoarder, so it's
It's
probably around
somewhere.
here.
It's
It's
somewhere.
somewhere. It's somewhere.
That is
But
so
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
When you're making these cosplay, like when you're making them, do you try to stay like as close to the on-screen portrayal as possible, or do you add like your own flair to them?
So it kind of changes depending on like the cosplay, right? Because when I did Hinamori Momo, and I also cosplayed the human version of Alphonse
Mm.
from Brotherhood.
Ah,
Yes, so I try to like capture like the exact cosplay for that. But as you kind of like grow up and you're like, oh, it doesn't have to be screen accurate because it's
right,
expensive, it takes a lot more time,
right,
and you're
right.
just like, that's good enough. Although it is kind of fun to like go off the script a little because you can be a little bit more creative and it's more unique to that cosplay too.
Yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. Like adds a
yeah.
little flair to it. What's
Hmm.
been like one of the most challenging ones that you've done?
So a recent one is from last year. If you know One Piece, another one of
Oh,
the big
yeah,
three,
big three.
right? Mm-hmm. So Nico Robin,
Ooh.
the current arc, it's their Egghead arc. So they're in like episode 11,000 something
Who knows?
something.
Oh, no.
God,
I'm not
God
up to date with that
knows.
either.
I'm not up to date. I thought I was, and then they had like the 6 month hiatus, and they're like,
Yeah.
this is the time to catch up. And I was like, okay. Nah.
No.
I was like, mm-mm, nope, 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 just kidding. But her egghead fit, if I could show you a picture. So
Yeah.
basically, I'll just describe it to you
This is where
and
I'll put the
just put
picture,
it
the image.
over here, here,
Yeah.
here.
It's
So
gonna
the
follow your
most
hands.
the most challenging part were making the boots.
Mm.
So imagine like big, giant space boots,
Oh man. Oh
like
man. Yeah.
this big, maybe bigger, I don't know. And then like this
Yeah.
on my feet.
Oh my gosh. Was it comfortable to walk?
No, it was an
No.
amazing, amazing build. I kind of started it a little bit later than I wanted to. Like not really a con crunch, but towards like the end, it felt like I really needed to get it all together.
Yeah.
Because it was made out of EVA foam and they had these platforms. And we watched a video. This cosplayer, Ariza Cosplays,
Yeah.
she released a really cool like template for these egghead boots. The only thing is that it was on the video to follow along was like a 10-second video on TikTok or something.
Yeah.
And I had to download that video and screen grab everything that I could to get all the details because I kept going back and
Back.
forth
It was like a
into the
10-second
video.
video.
Yes, it was a 10-second video. It was so fast. I was like, what's happening? Wait, hold on. And not only that, I was also making it alongside my other friend's boots. So she was Nami and
Mm.
she would come over to also like make her boots. And when she was out working and I didn't have I had a lot more free time, I would work on hers at the same time, so we would be able
Oh.
to prep and prepare for the convention. So not only that, working on one pair of boots is another whole set of boots. So
Oh my
yeah.
God. Did it take it must have taken really long to like do that.
um like 2 weeks. Like
Wow.
2 weeks.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't recommend it because like within those, let's say like 2 weeks, during that time span, it would say, let's say I started at 3 p.m., I would go to bed at 10 or 11
Oh my
or
gosh.
something because there were like errors that came along the way or whatever.
Yeah.
We
You had to
ran out
fix,
of
adjust.
like
Oh
we
my
ran
God.
out of foam. We like had to get more glue or something. I was like, fuck me. I was like, God damn it, I thought I had everything. But
Oh my gosh.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's something I want to get into too, but before I get into like the time and stuff like that, what it takes to do into
Mm-hmm.
cosplay,
Mm-hmm.
what did your friends and family think of you cosplaying? Like, did they just walk in one day and you were dressed up? Did they see this coming when you were maybe probably a little kid and you were probably dancing around, putting on stuff?
Um, my parents, well, I know my mom for sure. She was actually really supportive, oddly
Yeah?
enough. Yeah, because back in 2006, right? Like taking the sewing lessons, that's the foundation, like learning
Yeah.
skill, right? You can just
Oh
take
my
it up with
gosh.
you. Yeah, yeah. Like I can like hem stuff, I can fix pants that like are yeah, yeah,
That is a
just
life
all
skill
that
for
stuff. Yeah, it's
sure.
a life skill.
Yeah.
And she thought, because my aunt, she sews too, and she like makes like scrub caps and stuff and like sells them. So she was like,
Yeah.
"Wow, this is a pretty cool skill. She wants to do it. Let's go do it." And I think she
That's so
paid for
cool.
him or something. She probably paid for the lessons, honestly. But yeah, and my first con was actually in 2006 as well
Wow.
in
No way. This,
Otakon.
yeah.
Yes, in Baltimore, Maryland, back when they first had it in that location, because they moved to Washington.
Ah,
And the only way I could go was if I went with my family and made
yeah.
it a family vacation. And my parents drove us down to
No
Maryland
way.
to go to this convention. They didn't attend with us, but they
Wow.
drove us there.
That is so
Hmm.
cool.
Yep.
I would definitely appreciate parents who do that
Hmm.
because they see the opportunity, they see the
Yeah.
skills, and
Hmm.
their children and stuff. Because,
Hmm.
there's a lot of parents who say, oh, like you're wasting your time or this
Yeah.
is a good skill set to have for the rest of your life. But this is
Hmm.
cool. And making it a family vacation or a trip, like that's pretty awesome. Is it like
Yeah.
because these cons for like are like a weekend and stuff,
Yeah,
right?
they're so this con was a 4 day excursion. So like let's
Wow.
say like Thursday to Sunday or something. Yeah, or Wednesday to Sunday or something like that. Yeah.
That
It like
that is
depends on the convention. Sometimes they're just like weekends, but this one it was like a whole gotta take a vacation off, type thing.
No, that is so cool, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I wanted to talk about this too, because as you're growing up and you're kind of learning about
Mm-hmm.
yourself and what you like and stuff like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
how did cosplay help you connect, not only with other people but with
Mm-hmm.
yourself? Like, what did you learn about yourself? Did you learn that you like certain things, certain hairstyles? Like, how was that process when you were growing
So,
up?
so in terms of like how like going into cosplay went, it's really interesting how my journey went. Okay, so
Here we go.
when I was a kid, I kind of like to cross dress.
Huh. Okay. All right.
And so, for example, Alphonse, right? He's
Yeah.
like a little boy. I mean, like Hinamori Momo, she was like my girl part of my like identity. But like going from there, like One Piece came out, I like to cosplay Luffy.
Yeah.
And just like Luffy's character, I was attached to his character more so than kind of like how he looked, but he had black hair. So I was like, I have black hair.
Like,
I just need to put it in like a wig. And then from there, I cosplayed it's this anime called Black Butler,
hmm.
and the main character is CL. And guess what? He's a little boy
All right.
with short hair.
I've never seen this anime actually.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I wouldn't rewatch it now, but it was just
Yeah.
one of those things that I really liked when I was like a kid. And then there's like Ash Ketchum, and
Yeah, of
then
course.
there's Adventure Time. Um,
Yeah.
so
You're naming
there's the
classics.
Marceline, right? But I cosplayed the gender bend version of that was Marshall Lee. And then, so you kind of see like when I was a kid, I was way more of like a tomboy.
Gotcha.
I
Yeah.
had like my two brothers. They introduced me to video games. Like they liked like different like sports or whatever, and
Mm-hmm.
they did like I wanted to hang out with the boys, and I was like
Do boy things. Yeah.
do boy things, like get dirty, run around, like
Yeah.
jump, like hiking, go hiking. And I remember like I went to like Arizona and on a family trip, and my uncle and my older brother were climbing, like rock climbing or something. And like I wanted to go so badly. And my mom looked
Oh.
at me and she said, "No, you're too young. You're
Oh.
gonna get hurt. You're a girl." I was like, "What?
Mean.
What do you
Yeah, more than
mean?"
capable. And I was, were you young? Were
Yeah,
you
I
like,
was I was young. I was probably like 10 or something
oh my gosh.
around, yeah, during like that family trip. So
Yeah.
like I like climbing trees. I
Well, it sounds like, it gave you a lot of strength. It gave you a lot of like
yeah.
belonging to and
Hmm.
like knowing like I can do this. I can do certain
Hmm.
things. Just because I'm not a boy doesn't mean I can't do it,
Yes.
which is
Yeah.
which is
Hmm.
very, very powerful. Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people they fall into that trap, especially
Hmm.
like I don't want to say back in the days or make it sound like we're old because we're not, but like,
Hmm.
females were definitely like
Yeah.
put down and not really like
Hmm.
encouraged to do a
Yeah.
lot of things, you
Just to
know?
get out of the like
Yeah,
their
get out of their
hmm
little shells and
hmm
go explore and go, like
hmm
you said, get dirty,
yeah
ruffle around a little bit and stuff like
hmm
that. Because, like, yeah, like you're a kid, like that, all that stuff shouldn't matter. Like, you when you're a kid,
yeah
you should be, rock climbing, you should be going
you can do
downside.
all the things that you want to do, and then
Yeah,
eventually I guess like part of the influence with like my parents in that relationship, like my mom kind of understood more that like I wanted to do more like quote boy things,
yeah,
and she was like, okay, yeah, let's get you into rock climbing, but you just gotta be more safe and stuff. And like we would go to Vermont and I would do rock climbing there. So I
that's
was like,
so
oh,
cool.
okay, yeah.
Yeah. Do you still rock on today? Because I can't for the life
Yes,
of me.
I
It's so hard.
do.
I gotta try again. I tried once and it was super hard. I can't.
One time, I think it was like for my 28th birthday, I had a rock climbing party
Let's
and I took
go.
all my friends who've never rock climbed before and Jeffrey
Did he
on
do
a
good?
on a rock climbing like spree, at it was like close by or no, in where did I take them rock climbing? I don't know, it was somewhere in like Westchester or something. No, no,
Yeah,
no, it was like Connecticut actually.
yeah.
And yeah, they all had a great time. I wasn't sure if anyone was gonna hurt themselves, but like they had a really good time.
That's awesome. No,
Yeah.
yeah.
hmm
That's awesome event. Any of the next question I had, because like when you're in a costume, does more of your personality come out? Does more of like a certain thing come out for you, or it depends on the
I think
character?
so.
Yeah.
Yes. I think I'm a little bit more like social, more confident. Like when I look at myself, I have got like some imposter syndrome or something.
You've gotten?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I'm like, that's me? That's me? Are you sure? And they're like, yeah, that's you. I was like, oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And like as I gotten older, I've embraced more of my like femininity and like being
Interesting. Yeah.
feminine is like power. And I'm just like,
There you
okay, so like,
go.
yeah,
Clap it up for
from
that.
there, from when I was a kid growing up, I started to actually, instead of like gender bending characters that were like girl boys, I did gender bending characters that were boy girls and changing
Yeah.
them into a
It's a
female.
got you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is so cool and a lot of fun.
hmm
It's also like really creative in that regards too. Because
hmm
like, why not?
Yeah, exactly.
And there's been a lot of mediums that's been doing that.
hmm
One of my personal favorites is Doctor Who. I don't know if you watch Doctor Who
A
or any of
little
it.
bit.
Yeah, and so they recently did like the first female doctor, and it was like it was
Oh,
like super big in the community, but I
uh-huh.
really appreciated it. It was a different take. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of it was different, but it still felt the same. And I think
Yeah.
that that sends a message, especially in the cosplaying world or whatever
hmm
world you're in,
hmm
that at the end of the day, we're all human and we're all just trying to connect, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't
Yeah.
matter what character you play or how you look or what you do, like it's that connection. And I feel
Yeah.
that. Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Especially, yeah. From here, I think there's like some recent animes too that have like really strong like female
Characters.
characters.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like last year there's this one anime, Freren. I think it
Forever.
won with some like anime awards.
Yeah.
And she's like this cute petite like elf with white pigtails, but she's like the ultimate
Badass kick.
yeah,
Like
she's
she's
ultimate badass and just like
that's cool.
people
That's
fear
cool.
her because she's so powerful
Yeah. And honestly,
and
I think that's the
mhm,
best, man. I think, especially when people that have a hard time coming out of their shells and
yeah.
expressing themselves, when they come
Mhm.
out and they feel powerful,
Mhm.
fun. It's
Yeah,
exciting,
yeah,
you
it is
know?
pretty exciting.
Yeah, and I like to bring that out of people too. That's one of the reasons why I do the podcast because
Mhm.
I want to get people to talk about their lives and like
Mhm.
what it is that they do and express themselves because
Yeah.
even with gaming, right, it's had like a bad connotation for a very
Mm-hmm.
long time,
Mm-hmm.
and a lot of people have kind of not so much anymore. It's definitely gotten better.
Mm-hmm.
Even with anime too, like when I
Yeah.
remember when I was growing up, people would say like, "Oh, like animes are for losers," and like
Yeah.
you
Yep.
sleep in your mom's
Mm-hmm.
basement and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The whole all the
Yeah.
stereotypes. Yeah.
When like in high school, I wanted to join like this anime club
Yeah.
and
Yes, exactly.
and like my friends were like, oh, what's anime? Like, okay, go check out the club. And I go in the club and I'm like, I think this is a little too much for me.
Wait, as in like it was a lot of people or
It was a lot of people, but like I didn't like really connect with them as
oh,
much.
okay. Yeah, because they were like full blown anime. Like
They
they
were
were like
full blown nerds, and I was still a little bit like in school. I was still a little bit in like the anime like closet. Like I'll talk
got
about
you.
it, but it's not like my life. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
Even I go to conventions like once a year, twice a year, but it's just like I take it as like a vacation. You know,
Yeah.
it's like where'd you go on vacation? Oh, I went to Maryland at like a convention. It was cool, and
And that is so
that would
cool.
be it. That would be
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But like, oh, you dressed up, you made your cosplay. No, I don't think I ever like, it's funny though, because like I don't know if you heard of the website. It's called cosplay.com.
No.
And it's what like Instagram would have been, I guess,
Oh,
back then, but for cosplays specifically.
no
The
way.
website died, so
Oh, so there's still more. Oh,
it's still active though, because
yeah,
actually I checked on it a couple months ago, and my account is still there, and like the
yeah.
pictures I posted are still there. And let's see, just imagine me like posting pictures of my cosplays, no comments, nothing. But it's like it's interesting to see like me throughout the years of like all the different cosplays
That's
that
so
I've
cool.
done. And
Yeah.
like some of them are like closet cosplays that I completely forgot about.
Wow.
Like closet cosplay being like just take out whatever from your closet and be like, hey, this is my character. I got inspiration based on like
That is
whatever like
cool.
show, video game, whatever. And like, yeah, that's like I did that as a kid and I was like, wow, I was so cool.
Wait, so just to get this right, you would take clothes from your closet
Hmm.
that looked similar to
Yeah.
what you were trying to portray? That
Hmm.
is so cool.
Yes, yes. I
Yeah.
still do that today, more or less because I like to save money instead of, and also it kind of saves time too, honestly,
Yeah.
because like cosplays now, are they're getting more expensive,
Yeah.
and there's a thing with like fast fashion. It's huge in like
Oh,
cosplays. Every time there's a new media, there's a new cosplay that's out, like already made or
instantly.
something. Instantly. When Marvel Rivals came out, instantly.
Oh my God. I mean, that's just the world we live in, right? Because
Yeah,
something comes out and it's like already,
yeah, yeah.
it's already like the next, there's,
Already there. And
yeah.
then there's the cosplayers who just like are freaking magicians that they make it within the few days. They just go out and buy the fabric, buy the materials, and they're like, look what I made. I'm like,
It's like they probably
holy
do it.
smokes.
They probably like do it so fast in their head, like go to this store, go to that store, go to that store, and
Yes, they're
done.
so motivated. I'm just like, bravo. I love it so much.
Well, you did mention three things here. One of them being the term fast fashion. Does that
Hmm.
affect the cosplay world as a whole? Because I know like it's been a thing like with Sheen and
Yeah,
all that stuff.
it kind of like so like you're a cosplayer, you want to get into cosplay, and you see these so many of these like cosplays coming out. Like for example, like there's a few like Doki Doki cosplay, my costume cosplay ski. There, those are like some of the websites that I've seen, and they ship overseas. And when you see them release, it kind of like pressures you a little bit,
Oh,
like for you, especially in the social media world, because like a
yeah.
lot of people now, when they cosplay, or some, not a lot of people, but there's this like thing like, you want to cosplay, how far do you want to go into it? Will you become viral? If you go into the mainstream thing, that
Hmm.
helps you become more viral. So we enter into like a cosplay from from Doki Doki Cosplays or whatever. You
Yeah.
want that cosplay.
Wow.
So it kind of peer pressures you to buy that cosplay, and it's
Oh.
not cheap. Let me tell you. $98, $112, paying for
For,
shipping, $40.
oh,
Not
oh my
cheap.
God.
I mean, they do go on sale, but yeah, so like
Yeah.
you spend $100 on that cosplay, you're maybe sometimes like people like wear it once or
Yeah.
twice and then they
Yeah.
never wear it again, and but they want to use it because it's part of for their content, so they could be more relevant because this show, this game just came out.
And it's just like
So
instantly. Yeah.
it's a cycle, a very, very, very vicious
Oh my
cycle.
God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty interesting. I never would have
Mm-hmm.
thought about that. And
Mm-hmm.
because realistically speaking, how many times do you think like you spent so much money on this cosplay? How many times do you think you would wear that one cosplay, or they just do it for that one event and that's it? Like, how does that work?
It kind of like depends on the person, but there's like the like from what I've seen and like I know cosplayers are trying to break is that when you attend conventions that it's okay. It's okay to reuse a cosplay that you
Right.
used years ago, year ago, last week or whatever that like that doesn't devalue your cosplay
Right,
if you're
right.
reusing it.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Very interesting. So I
yeah.
guess there's like a bad how do I say connotation behind reusing cosplays? Is that what it is?
Yeah, kind
Wow.
of a little bit because it's like if it's not a classic or like okay, so there's this one anime. It's a
Yeah.
little bit more niche. Jeffrey got me into it. It's Gundam Mercury. So
Uh-huh.
Gundam, right?
Yeah.
Gundam Mercury is the show that came out. Really amazing, beautiful animation, the music, the story. I cried so many times. But even though it was like beautiful and pretty popular when it came out,
Yeah.
we don't hear anything about it. And that kind of like makes people not want to like
Do the cosplay?
do the cosplay from that
Ah,
unless you like really love it, but
right,
it's
right.
just one of those things like that you cosplayed when it came out, but then since there's no relevancy, you don't
Wow.
really have a purpose, or you have to put the purpose
Yeah.
into the cosplay that you're trying to do, but it's just like it's a
Very
lot
interesting.
harder if it's not there's no season two, new season three that's coming out. And it's weird with like the relationship between cosplay and like social media,
Right, right, right.
from what I've like seen.
No, I this is a very interesting topic. I think I have like kind of like a big question to ask you about
Yeah.
it. Um, multiple questions in one, I guess. So it's like
Hmm.
first, like, how has the community kind of reacted to your cosplays? And we were talking, you were saying how, like, if a cosplay
Hmm.
is not relevant, how do you navigate that stuff? Because I think when something's not relevant or if no one's not talking about it, I would think it's like, I would be interested in it. Like, oh,
Hmm.
where's that from? Or who's that character? And
Hmm.
I think it's more unique and inspiring to do
Hmm.
different things rather than go along with what social media is blowing up about right now. So, for example, you mentioned Marvel Rivals, right? So,
Hmm.
if everyone is doing Marvel Rivals, right, it's like, why not do something else? So, how do you navigate the social media cosplaying with what you want, you
Hmm.
know? Yeah,
So I want to say that when you like kind of choose a character that's sort of against the grain,
yeah,
you if that's the character that you love, then I would say just like go and do it. And the nice thing about social media is even though that this is like for example, Marvel Rivals is the mainstream thing to cosplay from. Social media, there is a wide, vast audience. So many people use it, and it's incredible when you're like cosplaying like something very niche
Hmm.
out from like the millions, there's like maybe 20 people that like will notice your cosplay and they'll see
Yeah.
it and they'll comment it because they love that show video game too.
Yeah, whatever it
And
is, yeah.
yes,
Does that feel good? Does it
it
bring even
feels
more excitement?
freaking amazing. You're just like, oh my God, thank you for recognizing
Like
my
you get it,
cosplay.
you
Like,
get
yeah, they're like,
it.
you're a true fan. And the thing with like social media, I didn't get into it until like 2018.
Like
And
social media.
then like social media, and then into more so like for example like Instagram.
Yeah.
And then I've gotten into it more so in like post COVID, like
Hmm.
2021 or something like that. Yeah, for like Instagram and like
Like stuff
building
when you started posting.
when I started posting more and more
Yeah.
and more and getting like talking to more
Fo-
people,
yeah, followers,
networking.
communities, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All the Instagram,
Yeah.
all the social media stuff. Yeah, I get it.
Uh-huh.
I gotta get on that stuff too, man. Especially with the podcast, like sharing it, connecting, getting into
I
communities.
think like finding your community is key. Like
Ooh,
finding the people that love you for you and not just mainstream stuff.
yeah. Do you have yours currently? Do you have the group of
Yes,
people?
I
Yeah,
do. And it's the best feeling in the world. And not only that, it's just like multiple communities, right?
yeah.
So right now, currently, I've been cosplaying a lot of Marvel and DC. There's a Marvel DC community out here in New York or even in Philly, and they all come together. Like we
Oh
have all
man.
these group chats, we all like are really supportive of one another. It's
Aw.
amazing. And I wouldn't have thought till this day to be able to like find something like that. Before that was One Piece.
Yeah.
I love One Piece. That was the thing that probably had me stay in cosplay, actually, to stick with
Wow.
it. Yeah.
Wow.
And I think it's because it's been so like long and ongoing that like it's feels relevant to me
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
that's how like I connected with it when I was a kid and I just kept going with it.
Yeah. It's like
And
you've
mhm.
grown with it, you
Yes,
know?
I've
Yeah.
grown with it. I've grown with the characters. I've grown to
Yeah.
love them even more. Like like
Yeah.
starting like even the in like the anime, like they grow too.
They grow
They
too.
have
Yeah.
a 2 year gap, and I'm just like, what?
It's
That's
like,
like
wait a
amazing. Yeah,
minute.
they grow older. That's so cool. They don't stay 12.
I know.
They're not like Ash Ketchum or something.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, that's a special case, man. I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
but honestly, I'm so glad that you mentioned that, especially me. Like I can totally relate to that. I'm sure a
Hmm.
lot of people can. They've grown
Hmm.
up with their characters, whether it be
Yeah.
anime, video games,
Hmm.
books, musicians.
Hmm.
Especially for me recently, I played Devil May Cry 5, and
Yes.
Dante's getting old. There's like a point
Yes.
where like towards the end of the game, like he just like kind of was just like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. Like, but I was like, man, like my character, he's going through it. He's getting old, and I
Hmm.
can relate to that because
Yeah.
it's a good feeling. It's like you're adulting as they're adulting. You're learning
Yes.
as they're learning. You're making
Yes.
mistakes as they're making mistakes.
Hmm.
So it's definitely a good feeling. And I also love that you share this stuff with your communities because
Hmm.
I'm sure your friends are also learning and growing, and you're
Yeah.
going along the ride with them.
Yes. Hmm.
Learning about yourselves even because we're always constantly changing.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're becoming different people, and new interests pop up, new
Yes. New
animes, new
interests, new
books.
animes, new books, new video
Yeah,
games.
yeah, and it's that's truly never ending. That's
Hmm.
truly special.
Yes.
And I think there's nothing like that. And every
Yes.
community
It's
has it.
incredible. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Recently, I don't know if you saw, but I did a special collab for the Asian American community.
No way. No
Yes, and it
way.
was just a simple like online collab. Like I've done collabs before, like online stuff.
Hmm.
Um, so to explain, it's just like
Yes.
making a group chat. Let's say, for example, One Piece, because that's something I've done before. And I'll say searching for Luffy cosplayers. His birthday is coming up. Let's celebrate. So people want to join in, and I make this group chat. I make the group chat, and people join in. They all talk and they all chat how much they love the anime, how much they love Luffy. They share their posts and
Oh.
all that stuff. So from there, there's like the post date. Of when to like post your photos. But first they send me their photos of their cosplay. And then
Oh.
mhm. So they send me their photos. I make it into like a collage, like make it really pretty and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then on his birthday, like for example, we all post within in that day. So separately, each person will post their picture with the
Uh-huh.
collages that like I've created, and they post every picture um, within the collage, and then they tag their fellow
That's so
nakamas or
cool.
cosplayers and
Yeah,
stuff, and
I
they
gotta
they
see this.
share and yeah,
Yeah.
they share and kind of like hype each other up, put them in the stories and all that stuff.
Aw.
And
Aw.
like it's a very sweet like moment, sweet community and all that.
Yeah,
So,
I need a picture of that so I can post it
yeah.
here so someone you can see.
And then for the AAPI collab, not only I did with the collage, so it's a little different. So Asian American Pride Heritage Month was back in May.
Okay.
And I wanted to do like something really special because like I'm Filipino and I take
Yeah.
pride in that. I
Heck
love
yeah.
my culture. I love my heritage.
Woo woo. I'm gonna put the flags here
Yes,
too.
let's go. Um, so I created like a little bio for each and every person that joined in,
No
and they all
way.
they had to do was send me a photo of them, two photos, and answer this one question. What
Yeah.
does culture mean to you?
Mm. Mm.
So
That is
we're hitting it
yeah,
home.
hard. Yeah, that's
I didn't put any limitations, like maybe like less than like but this is what I said. I said, "Oh, like it doesn't have to be too long.
right.
Don't stress about it. It's okay. Like take your time. Like you have a month and a month or whatever for it, and like don't worry about it. No sweat."
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they each every person they answered the prompt and they sent in their photos. I cannot believe what they sent me. All their like bios, it was like three, four paragraphs of
Oh
what
my
their
gosh.
culture meant to them. And when I was
Oh.
reading them, my heart was like melting. I
No
started to
way.
like go like, oh my God, like I want to give each and every person here a hug. Like, and it was in not only that, it was also some of them wrote in relation to what cosplay meant to them in regards
Right.
to their journey with their heritage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Oh my
it
gosh.
ended up being like a lot more meaningful because of the work that they put into the collab. And that meant the world to me because I
Yes.
wasn't sure what to expect from that.
Yeah. Oh
Because
my
I was like,
God.
just put a few sentences, like, give
Yeah.
me your favorite food or and whatever. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know. But
That is
like,
so cool.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Because you
So,
gave people the
mm-hmm,
opportunity to kind of talk about their stories and talk about their
mm-hmm,
background and stuff. And
mm-hmm.
again, you're building community. Oh my
Yes,
gosh. That is so
yes.
cool. That's so good for you.
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
it created like the really beautiful like collages, and then like their bios were just like what so wonderful. I love
Oh my
them.
gosh. And you
And
read all of them?
then Yes, I read all
Oh
of
gosh.
them. I had to
Oh
make sure
god.
that there were no typos or anything. Since some of them were like a little bit longer, I had to like separate them into like pages. So some people actually had 2 pages.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Wow.
And we
So
were joking around, and someone said, "Oh, not Lynx giving us homework and doing that Asian
oh,
stereotype." I was like, "No, don't treat it
that's
like
funny.
homework."
That's I mean, see, that's also another thing too. You never know what's gonna come out with the internet and what
Mm-hmm.
people say.
Mm-hmm.
But I truly believe that that's really special. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
would you say that's one of your one of your, I guess, more emotional, more like
Yes.
proudest moments in
Mm-hmm.
cosplay? Yeah, that is so
Yes,
cool.
very, very proud
Yeah,
moment.
yeah.
Because there's also a video I did for them too. I went all out.
You did.
Because when I had the idea, it kind of like from the start, it was something that was very meaningful to me, and I considered it like, oh, this will just be like my passion project kind of thing, and I'll work on that
hmm
for the month.
hmm
But it just became a lot bigger than I actually thought it would be,
That
and
is so
like
cool. Oh
we
my God.
had
Good for
so
you.
much like great wonderful feedback for the video too, because the people who wanted to film or were able to film, they introduced themselves and in that video, and
No
yeah, you should definitely
way.
check it out.
I'm gonna link it. Send me the link. We're
Yes,
gonna link it.
yes, definitely, definitely.
Is it on YouTube? Where's social
I was
Instagram?
debating on putting it on my YouTube because I have one now
Oh, it's all
too.
gonna be in the
But
show
it's
notes, people.
yeah, it's
Yeah. Yeah. You can share it. We'll share it
it's
again.
on Instagram right now currently.
So,
So
oh my
yeah,
God. That is so cool. I'm glad that
yeah,
you shared that. I think
hmm
that is why we do these things, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I do this podcast is to
hmm
share stuff like that. I think that's a
hmm
very powerful moment.
yeah.
I'm gonna take clips of that and just put it on.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah.
that's gonna sell people to listen to this podcast because it's the truth. Like,
Yeah.
you really connected people, and this
Yeah.
is a. I'm kind of segue into my next question,
hmm
kind of because you were talking about representation with
Yeah.
your background and stuff like that. So, do you want to see what is there something you want to see more representation of in the community, in the cosplay community? Um, be it culture, more characters, or, like, is there something like you feel we could use more of in the community? If that makes sense.
I think we should have more Filipinos.
Filipinos rise. That's the
Um,
call. We here.
so I forgot the name of it actually, but what's funny is Jeffrey, my fiance,
Hey,
he
hey.
recommended me to watch it, and it goes, babe, you'll love this anime. I'm like, why? Because it's Filipino.
That's
So
hilarious.
it
That's
it
hilarious.
ended up being like a Filipino main character. I think it took place in the Philippines too, or parts of it. And
Mhm.
it was just like Philippine made. And I thought that was really cool. So
That is
like
really cool.
I just cannot remember it for the life of me because it was so long. It was a while ago. That's why we need more
More Filipino. Exactly.
Filipino
Yes.
representation. So
Well,
yeah.
that's cool. I appreciate that. Yeah. And for those of
hmm
you guys that don't know, I also did two podcast episodes with Jeffrey.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh my
I know that's the guy right
God.
there, man.
Wait,
I
which
call
ones? I know you did one board game one.
Yeah, it was the board game one. Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. And then it was like when I first started the podcast was the Super Smash Brothers episode where he talked
Oh
about Super Smash
my
Brothers.
God.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So if
Yes.
you guys haven't listened to those episodes, please do. I refer to him as Deca. It feels weird calling him Jeffrey. But
Sometimes I call him Deca. Sometimes, if I'm mad at him, I'll say Deca.
you said that with a deeper Deca. He was like, we're gonna clip
Yeah,
that and send it to him every time he says Deca.
for
But
for a while he was just Deca in my phone.
yeah. That's
Yeah,
funny.
it was like, yeah, in parentheses, I would have his first name or whatever. And then
Well,
eventually I switched it out
of
to
course.
Mahal,
Oh, Mahal.
which is my love in Tagalog.
Oh.
So it's like an endearment term. Yeah.
Oh my God. Shouts out to the
Yeah.
man, man. Salute to
Yeah.
you. Salute to you, man. You're the guy. I love him. No, I love him to death.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but back to the episode. I have one more question. We're gonna start wrapping up.
Okay.
How long have we been going? It's been an hour. Wow. Wow.
Yes. Ooh, wow. Wow.
So one of the questions that I had way earlier, and we just, we kept going with the conversation is
Hmm.
how do you manage time doing cosplay, job,
Oh yeah.
other things that you have in your life. So what goes into managing your time when it comes to creating the
Hmm.
stuff, doing the stuff, putting time into it, even planning to go to
Hmm.
the cons and stuff?
Yeah.
That's also another question I had too before we wrap up about the cons. But first, that one, it's like, how do you manage time?
So, not gonna lie, having a full-time job is hard.
Yeah.
And not only that, I'm a caregiver to my brother.
Oh man.
Yes, for those of you who don't
Oh.
know, I have a brother who is a paraplegic. He is in a
Mm.
wheelchair, and so like he's in a wheelchair for life. And that's how it has been since I was like 16 years old. No,
Yeah.
younger. I don't know, something like that.
Mm.
So, but he loves anime too. He goes to the
Aw.
conventions with me. He comes to
Oh,
support. I
let's
was
go.
a guest at Brooklyn Comic Con last year, and he came with me to come support me. So that was
Oh,
really
that's
nice.
we got to give him a shout out. Give him a
Yes,
shout out. Oh my
yes.
gosh, that's awesome.
Yes, he does some amazing things. And
And
actually, at New York Comic Con 2 years ago, he did Dungeons and Dragons. He was a dungeon master for their demos
whoa,
at New York
whoa,
Comic Con. So they did game demos there, and I came there to support him.
support him. Yeah.
And well, I only was able to because they gave him an extra badge.
Good for you.
Because that con is expensive, let me tell you.
Add that else to the budget. Add that to the budget too. Cosplay. But back to
Yeah.
to the time management though. Like,
Hmm.
how do you manage everything? How do you?
So, I actually write everything out towards end of the week, because
Okay.
now it's been a little bit more like very busy, especially now because I have a lot of things planned almost every other week, which is
Yeah.
insane.
Events,
Insanity.
cons. Yeah.
Events, cons, and photo shoots.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
So,
gosh. Yeah.
so many things that
Yeah.
like, yeah, so I have it all on my phone and I just kind of like organize like, oh, like I need to do this, especially for when I'm trying to like do big builds for conventions like um, Anime NYC, I am making a Chihiro from Spirited Away, her cosplay, but like
Ooh.
more elevated. So like a
Yeah.
kimono version of that cosplay. I forgot the fan art from where I'm getting the inspiration from, but I'm
Hmm.
getting it, I'm doing something like that. And when I like have the picture of like the cosplay, I kind of write down like the fabrics, how much I need,
Oh
where to get
man.
it,
Oh man.
how I think I should make it, and I kind of plan it out. So big like builds or like projects like that, I wrote that out 3 months ago.
Wow. Three
Three
months
months
in
ago.
advance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
imagine you're also
Mm-hmm.
budgeting out for the
Yes,
events and the
yes.
cash too.
Yes, for events and all that stuff. So when it comes to like stuff like that, it takes me a while. And also like Marvel Rivals Magic is my other big build.
Oh, that's
that
so
I've been
cool.
working on.
Put a picture here somewhere. I put a picture.
Same thing as well. That was 3 months ago
Dope.
when I took screen grabs and I wrote down like her pieces, like her armor, her palindromes,
Oh, that's gonna
her
be awesome.
her sword and all that stuff, like how much EVA foam, what kind of paint I might need. Am I going to airbrush? Am I going to hand paint it or something like that? It kind of like, yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
I write it all out, like basically. So like I put it out in specific notes
Pen and
and
paper, or
yeah,
do you have like an?
pen and
Yeah,
paper. Mm-hmm.
yeah. No, that's the
Yeah.
way to go because it
Yeah.
definitely sticks in your head too more than
Yes.
all the
Yes.
technology.
Yes.
You've said like three other things, and I'll have three other questions. To get this. Do you have a time frame?
Oh no, I don't
No?
have it.
Okay.
No, I'm
So
okay.
the other question I had was it was about the photo shoots.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about photo shoots. How do you set that up? Like what goes into doing photo shoots? And I'm sure they're a lot of fun because
Yes, they are
yeah,
so much fun. But because of like how Instagram and social media works, it makes it so much easier. I mean, people use like Facebook events, but
yeah,
now that's more like for family events, right? And now
yeah.
social media is really a great tool for like getting people interested for those specific photo shoots. And like for example, this month is as we're recording it, I and two other of my friends, hey, it's Lily and Marlon F. Photo. We are hosting a Marvel Rivals photo shoot.
No way.
And we decided to actually host the photo shoot back when Marvel Rivals came out.
When it first came
When it
out.
first came out.
Oh
So this
gosh.
was a long ongoing thing, like trying to grab the people who are interested
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the thanks to social media, a lot of people were interested. And I was like, oh my God, this is an overwhelming like
Amount of
turnout.
people.
Overwhelm. We had to put a cap for it
Oh
because
my
for the
gosh.
how it works with like some of these photo shoots, like you
Yeah.
start with a cap number of people because you need a good ratio of photographer to cosplayer. So you don't want to
Oh,
overwork the cos like the
the photographer.
photographer,
Yeah.
and because they not only that when they're taking the photos, they have to edit it too, and or
Oh,
like
that
base
takes
edits,
forever.
and it like depends on who the photographer is, and they might want to do more like specific like Photoshop edits, and that will take longer. So like we have to account for how many photographers we want within the
Yeah.
project.
Yeah.
So for this one specifically, we have, I think, five photographers, question mark, I don't know.
Yeah.
But we have 25 cosplayers. Yeah.
So I guess
So
so five for each of the
five, yeah.
yeah.
Like a
Wow.
5-5 ratio, but that's
And
still, yeah.
so the photographers, how does payment work? Do they do it for free? Are they within the community? How does all that work?
So a lot of these photographers, they are within the community, and
Yeah.
it kind of depends on whether or not like they want to get paid for it because some of them they just do it for pro bono just because they love the community that much,
That's so
and
cool.
like I appreciate and I love them. Shout out to all the photographers
Yeah,
that
yeah.
we worked with, like they're amazing.
So cool. So cool.
Yeah, so it kind of like just depends on like what is the end goal, like do we want them to make money out of it. In this
Right.
case, because I love my photographers, I want them to make at least some money, even
Yes.
though it's not that much.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool.
And because
Yeah.
it's hard to like find a balance between like making it affordable for those cosplayers and
Hmm.
then like they still have the photographers make at least like travel money back or something
Yeah,
or
yeah, I
yeah,
imagine.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. That is
Yeah.
so cool and
Mm-hmm.
very interesting. And also another way to get everybody.
Yes.
connected it into
Yeah,
the
yeah. It's
community.
a really great way for like networking and kind of like dipping your toes in like what photographer are you interested or what kind
Right.
of relationship do you want to build with them? Or like do you want to
Mm-hmm.
continue working with them or do you want to continue with another photographer? That's like a nice thing about these type of like photo shoots because you kind
Yes.
of get to see like their work. Is it your style that you want to do for your brand? Yeah.
That is awesome. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. And kind
Mm-hmm.
of coming off of that topic, you've mentioned throughout this whole podcast about cons.
Yes.
And that's something else that, like some people might not know what they are.
Mm-hmm.
So can you go into a little bit explaining like what a con is and do the photographers also do they come with you to the cons? Is that a
Mm.
thing?
Mm.
So just, explore the world of cons
Okay.
and kind of
All
explain it.
right.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah.
a convention, for those who have not heard of one before, it's a whole fandom event where people can like
Gather.
yeah, they gather around and be all nerdy together. So a big one in the city is New York Comic Con, right?
Yes,
That's all
yes.
comics. They did kind of uh have a little bit of like the anime fandom in, but within those conventions, the reason why I love New York Comic Con so much is that they have these panels, and these panels have like voice actors that you never really
Cool.
see. They have
Yeah. Meet
guests.
your favorite peoples, man.
Meet your favorite actor.
Yeah,
And they
yeah.
come on a stage, introduce themselves. It's just like a wild phenomenon
Oh
because
man, you feel the energy.
yes, it's one of my
Yeah.
favorite things. One of the reasons why Jeffrey also loves the convention because these panels, they're so entertaining and they're really fun.
Hmm.
And like a lot of the panels that they do have are like within your scope of like fandom. So you get to like kind of
Interact, talk,
interact and
nerd
nerd out.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That is so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember a while ago, um, a few years ago, me and Jeffrey, we went to a Walking Dead panel. And it didn't really seem like Walking Dead was like that popular back then, like because it had its
Oh,
rise, right, when it
yeah,
first
yeah.
came out, and it kind of like died out a little bit. I mean, like I don't know if it's still ongoing or something,
They
or if
have a
there's a
bunch of
story.
spin-offs.
Yeah, lots of
It's
spin-offs, but we went to this panel. We didn't really have anything to do, so and they were accepting people to come in. We sat out in the front, and out comes along, what's his name? Reed, not Reed.
uh I know
A
exactly who you're
really,
thinking.
really popular one
Yeah, the
that's not
Reedus.
in.
Its last name is Reedus Morgan. Dang, don't cook us, guys. What's his name?
Darius.
There's a. I know exactly who you're talking about. Yeah, the motorcycle guy, the
Daryl,
boaster. Daryl.
Daryl, there you go. We made it. We got there. Yes, Daryl comes out walking on the stage. And I was
Oh,
like,
as like a
holy, as a guest for
whoa.
this panel,
No.
jaw dropped. And I was like, holy smokes.
That was
And
a
we're
moment.
up
That was a moment.
close.
And you weren't
Yes.
expecting me. It was like
I
kind
was
of like
not
a
expecting it
special
because
guest.
I was like, because we had some downtime,
Yeah.
and it was just one of those moments that like we never thought would have happened because we had downtime and one of the staff members was like, "Hey, if you guys want to come in, there's some like seats opening here. Come
Yeah.
over here."
Yeah.
So they're trying to
Yeah.
pull people in, and
What?
I don't know if they really advertised for this panel well enough because I was like, if they knew this
That it was him.
man was
I
gonna
was
be
gonna walk.
here, it would have been filled.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I think that's also the special part about it, about those kinds of events, because you never know who's going to show up. You never know
Yes.
the
Yeah.
people you're going to meet,
Yeah.
and I think
Yes.
that's a very unique and special place. It's kind of like when people, again, a community, a gathering.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
another question I had to kind of extend off of that is like if you do a gathering, is that considered a con, or does it
Oh,
have to
like
be at a location? Does
like a
that make sense?
meetup?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like a
no,
meetup.
I get
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Is that considered a con? Like what
Not particularly.
it's just a meetup.
So it's just a meetup, but one of
Mm.
the reasons why they have like these meetups at conventions, um, I mean, it's like their central location. You get the ticket and you also go meet in people within the fandom. Like that's great
Mm.
too, but you're in a space that's more controlled.
Right.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I
And
understand what you're saying because
mm-hmm,
like a meetup, you can go to like Central Park or something, like a
yeah.
park,
Mm-hmm.
and meet, talk, and stuff like that. Whereas
Yeah.
in an event, there's like certain protocols you have to
Yes.
follow,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and like probably security guards and all that stuff. I get
Yeah.
it. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I just
I've
wanted to, yeah.
started to like outside like meetups more
Mm.
just because we will have a little bit more freedom and leeway into like stuff that we want to do. But also they you don't have like the outside stuff, like outside factors when you're in a convention. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true.
like a meetup at a convention will maybe be 45 minutes or an hour, whereas like a meetup outside
It'll be the whole day.
the whole day. No, seriously.
Yeah.
7 hours,
And you just
eight
taking
hours.
pictures,
It
hanging
could be
out,
the, yep, yeah.
talking,
That's,
eating food,
mm-hmm,
grabbing some
yes.
food. Yeah, that's
Yes, it's
fun.
more of a bonding like moment, I feel like, which
That's so
I
cool.
I like a lot more because you kind of get to know the people that like love
More
the same
intimacy.
stuff that you
Yeah,
do.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
So as we start to wrap up, I want to say, what would you say to someone that's getting into cosplaying, getting into this world of anime and video games and just dressing up and going into this world as whoever they want to be? Like, what would you say for someone that's just getting started?
I want to say just do it.
Let's do it. Seriously though.
Just do it. If
Yeah.
you really love like whatever show, video game that you want to do, and like you don't know where to start,
Yeah.
closet cosplay. Get out that thing out of your closet. I'm pointing at the closet right now. And just do it.
Yeah, and there's probably something in there that you probably are never gonna wear
Mm-hmm.
again, and then you,
Yes, yes.
and
And if you're afraid of social media, that it's okay.
hmm
There will be like people who are bullies, but don't listen to them. They mean nothing. They're hiding
yeah.
behind their screens.
Oh, oh, yeah, all those losers,
Yeah.
man.
And and honestly, like I feel like you feel good about it. Like
Yeah,
if you want to like get into it. And you
yeah,
don't need a convention. You don't need to spend the money to if budget is a thing, you can just call up your friends, text them and be like, "Hey, I want to do a little cute photo shoot. Would you like to do this with me?" And
oh.
I'm sure they would love to do the same too.
That is so
Yes.
cool. That
Yeah.
is so cool. Yeah, just do it. Get out there, guys, because like that's the most
Mhm.
important part. I think that's the most important step is just to get to doing it.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
once you're doing it, you're in it, and then you're like
Hmm.
in motion, and then you
Yes.
meet
I
people.
think it takes a
Yeah,
lot of courage to just do that first step.
yeah,
And
yeah. I think that's just like the hardest. That's probably like the
yep,
hardest
and
part.
the rest is history, like
Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, it sounds like you really do enjoy the time in this
hmm.
community and talking about it. I really
Yes.
appreciate your time today. It's been
Thank
an awesome
you.
conversation. We've been here like almost an
Yes.
hour and a half, like just
It's
constantly.
dark out. I
Yeah,
had
it
the
is.
light on. You can't even, I don't
Does
know
your
if you
background?
can my background. I should have
But
turned on the lights. I had some natural light coming in.
don't worry, don't worry. I really appreciate
So,
your time. do you want to say anything else before shouting out like any individuals that you might want to shout out? Any special events you have going on? Well, first let's start off with do you want to shout anyone out? And do you have any? Yeah.
Well, number one person that I love to shout out is my fiance.
Salute to the sir,
My
man.
fiance. He
Man.
has a cosplay account too, actually.
All of it's going to be linked in the show notes below,
Yes,
people. Yep,
yes.
yep, yep.
My fiance is just so supportive. We
Hmm.
met through a Smash Brothers tournament, so I knew he
Yeah.
was the one.
That's how you know.
And when he came up and said that he wanted to cosplay too, and it was for Overwatch.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was for
Wow.
Overwatch. He was Cassidy or McCree.
Yeah, you
hmm
got it. You got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I cosplay Diva, but her Bumble skin version. Bumble
Nice.
skin version.
That's so
Yeah.
cool. I didn't know
hmm
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And
Yeah.
we made the cosplay.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
made the cosplay.
For both of you. That must have taken some work.
I was like, of
I can
course,
see
honey,
that.
I would love to, but you have to. I'm gonna give you some tasks so you can go and get on it, right? So I
Yeah.
don't have to do it by myself. He goes, okay, that's great, perfect. A day or two before the con, honey, did you paint your cape? No.
Oh my gosh. So you had to
It's like,
paint
no.
it?
He's gotten
Man.
so much better now, though.
Cool,
Like
cool.
he
He
is
got
very
it.
innovative. At the Phoenix convention right now for the board game, he's cosplaying a character, but an original character of the card that he made.
No
Yeah,
way.
yes.
Nah, see, now that's
So,
cool. Way to
and he
promote
did
yourself too. Promote your stuff. Yeah.
He did it.
All
I know.
himself.
He did all himself. I'm so proud of him.
Yeah,
But yeah,
people are gonna
yeah.
ask him like, "Hey, who's that?" It's a bit, well, graduate. Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
But yeah, what is coming up?
Yeah, what do you have coming up? Any events you're gonna be at? Any special things you're gonna do on Instagram or Twitch?
So by the time this episode will come out, I would have guested at Brooklyn Comic Con.
Ooh,
Yes.
yeah. That's coming up like relatively soon, I guess. Like
Yes,
2 weeks
it's
ago.
coming up actually this weekend.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That is so fun.
It's my second time guesting at this convention, which is really exciting. So I'm really happy to be there
Yeah.
and support them. Lots of great people, lots of great cosplayers, and people who come to this
Awesome.
event. And yeah. Yep.
That's great. Awesome.
Yes.
Well, you guys can catch her there. You want to share your Instagram? You want to say it out loud or anything like that? Or
So
YouTube,
my
Twitch or anything?
Instagram, oh yeah, Twitch too. Oh, I've been
Yeah.
streaming.
There you go.
So my Instagram is hylea.links,
Mhm.
and then YouTube, Twitch, what else? TikTok is Hylea Links.
Yeah, awesome.
Yes.
All right, all right. Thank you for
Yes.
sharing. We're gonna wrap up the episode again. Thank you so much for being a part of the Infinite Lives and Games podcast. I can't wait to
Yes.
put out this episode.
Thank you
It's gonna
so
be so
much.
awesome.
Thank
Guys,
you for having me.
if you learned anything or if you have any more questions for your girl, please hit her up or hit me up, and we can continue the conversation on cosplay. We can continue the conversation on any video games we mentioned today. Any topics we mentioned today, please let us know. Make sure to give her a follow and follow the Infinite Lives and Games podcast on YouTube, on everywhere where you can stream podcasts. Make sure to do that. And any links that we talked about today, those will also be in the show notes as well too. But thank you so much, Lynx, again, for being on this awesome podcast episode. Hope it inspired people. And yeah. And as always, guys, I want you guys to stay healthy, stay safe, and of course, stay infinite.